Hey guys, so today we're going to make kind of like a Reese's Pieces thing, except it's cookie dough instead of peanut butter. It's really good, I make it all the time. So we are gonna start with it, and what you're gonna need is 3 ounces of cream cheese, 6 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna have to melt this, and about a cup of mini chocolate chips. I just kind of cut mine up a little because I don't have any mini chocolate chips. You're going to need 1/4 a cup of white sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And then 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1/4 a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. That's what you're going to need for the cookie dough. And then for the chocolate outside, you're just going to need some chocolate. I like to use white chocolate, but you can use milk as well. And for the supplies, you're going to need a rubber scraper or a spatula, and a tablespoon, and then little paper liners to line your cupcake tray with. And paper liners work just as well. I just have these silicone ones, and I can't remember where I got them. I got them like 3 years ago. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt our 6 tablespoons of butter. So we're going to go do that. Okay, so I got my butter all melted. So you can either do this by a double boiler or just in the microwave like I did. So we're just going to put this in our stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer if you want. So just add that. We're also going to add both of our sugars. That's why I stuck them in the same bowl. And then mine's already locked, so it can't come up. We're just gonna stir it until it's combined. Alright, so I got it mostly combined, and that's just where we want it. So at this point, we're gonna lift it. Oh yeah. Just so we know everything's gonna combine. We're gonna add our 3 ounces of cream cheese. I'm gonna get all of that in there. Emily?
I'm sorry, it likes to explode.
That was my sister's robot. It exploded again. So we just add our 8 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to close it, lock it, and we're going to stir it again. We just want to get most of those big chunks out of there. And so at this point, we are going to add some of our flour mixture. Or our flour. Forgot to stir it up. We're going to stir up our flour with our baking. Oh, did I say it's baking soda? Can't remember if I said that or not. Woohoo, so smart. Just mix that up a little. We're going to add about 1/3 or 1/2 of this into our mixer. Perfect. And then we're going to add 1 of our teaspoons of vanilla. Ooh. Just get add our teaspoons of vanilla. And we're going to want to keep that. Okay, so we're just going to mix it on a low speed, or else flour is going to fly everywhere. We don't want that. Didn't take very long. Great. I'm going to scrape down our sides again. You gotta scrape down your sides a lot, just so you can get everything mixed in. It's starting to look like cookie dough. This isn't my eggless cookie dough recipe that I use a lot. You can roll it into little balls, put it in ice cream. You can do a lot with this. And now we're gonna add the rest of our flour. Awesome. And now we're just gonna add the rest, some leftover. Yeah, the rest of our vanilla. Almost lost the lid there. Saved it. So great. Alright. Just gonna lock it like this. This is cookie dough. So now we are just going to scrape the bottom of the bowl to get some of that dough incorporated in there. If you can pick it up in one giant ball like this, that's how you know it's at the perfect consistency. And we're just gonna add our chocolate chips. We're not gonna stir it very much, so we're just gonna, as soon as most of the chocolate comes off the bottom and is all in the dough, that is how you know it's done. So we're just gonna take off our attachment. I forgot, you can do the paddle or the whisk attachment. I like the paddle just because it's easier to clean off. To this, and you can, let's see, you can pull it all together like this and have a semi-clean bowl like that. We're done. So let me clean up a little and then we will get started on melting our chocolate. Alright guys, so now that we have our cookie dough all done, we are going to melt our chocolate. I'm going to use white chocolate today, but you can use any kind of chocolate you want. You can use dark or milk. Same with the chocolate in the cookies, or you can just leave that out. So you can either use a double boiler or you can use the microwave method like I am. So we're just going to put it in the microwave for 45 seconds and we're going to stir it at 15 and then leave it in for that other 15 and then add additional time on if needed. So we're gonna go to the microwave and melt this. Right, so we got it kind of melted with some chunks. So I'm going to put this back in for 10-15 seconds. So do that. Be careful not to burn / cook your chocolate. Just cooking your chocolate doesn't make it taste very good. It tastes okay, but it doesn't taste very good. So just keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't burn. Alright, so we got our chocolate nice and melted. It is cooked. Beautiful. I'm just gonna add a little bit of vegetable oil just to thin it out, just a little, not very much. Just because I want it to run down the sides a little and cover it better. So now we're just gonna stir in our oil. You could also use butter or shortening to thin it out. I don't know about butter, but shortening will thin it out a little too. You melt that with it. I like using just a little vegetable oil. You can also cover the chocolate in the little vegetable oil before you melt it. That'll work too. See, look at that. This is a perfect consistency right here. So, there's my tablespoon. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some chocolate in our little paper, our little liners here. Just enough to cover the bottom. feel free to tap it and level it out. We're gonna put just enough to cover it. So I got a couple done, and I'm just gonna take I'm gonna take a level tablespoon of my dough, and then I'm just gonna, I lost a cookie, all right. I lost some cookie dough. No, I didn't. I lost a chocolate chip. We want that. I'm just gonna roll it out a little, flatten it just a little, and then stick it on our melted chocolate. And then we're gonna just take a big spoonful of chocolate to cover it. You can put enough so that it'll be level, but it'll taste more chocolate than there is cookie dough, and you don't want that. Well, could, but I'm not going to. I lost it. Okay, so again, we're just gonna take a level tablespoon of cookie dough, and I go circle, flatten it out just a little, and stick it in the middle. And you also don't want to flatten it out too much so that you'll see it on the side. You still want it encased in chocolate. So we're just gonna add a little more. And to level it, you're just gonna smack it, or you can shake it. Personally, I like to smack it, let my anger out a little. So I'm just going to finish these, just finish the rest of these, and we'll be right back. Okay, cool. Alright, so I got all of them done. Just flatten it out a little more. So a few of them I went back and added some, so just to make them a little bit flatter. That was almost a disaster. So you can either stick them in the freezer now, or you can just leave them. I like to just leave them so they won't melt when they're at room temperature. That was weird, I just had an accent right there. Okay. But I'm just gonna leave them so that they don't melt when they're room temperature. They're gonna set like that. A few of them are already hard. So we're just gonna wait for all of these to set, and then we'll come back. Alright, so they're all nice and hard. Now the chocolate has set. So, and a tip while they're setting, you want to get your other ones all ready. So now we just need a plate, and I forgot one, so 1 second. So it's not a plate, but it's a container that I'm gonna stick them in. So my silicone, you just pop them out just like that. And with the paper, you're gonna have to peel it off a little more. Sit there and peel it a little more. Look at that. They're kind of thick. But just peel it back, pop it out. Easy. And now I just need to wash these so I can get started on my milk chocolate ones. I'm going to keep these in the refrigerator till I'm ready to serve them. So just keep them in the fridge, or you can leave them out, either one. So I'm just going to wipe down my pan, stick these in the fridge, melt my milk chocolate, and get these done. So as soon as I get all that done, I'll be right back to show you all of it.